Otto's Tales, story time brought to you by PragerU Kids. I'm Jill, and today I've got a story that celebrates a holiday that honors... What is this? A macaroni necklace. I love it. Today, I've got a story that celebrates a holiday that honors... They're beautiful! My favorite color, pink. As I was saying, today's story celebrates a holiday that honors... Otto! Is this a tiara? For me? Thank you! I love it. Mwah. Thank you, Otto. Today's story celebrates a holiday that honors mothers. As you can see, I'm really excited about this one. Let's read Otto's Tales. Today is Mother's Day. Ruff, ruff, I'm Otto. It's a beautiful spring day, I barked. Even better, it's Mother's Day, exclaimed Dennis. We should get my mom something special to show how much we love her, but I'm not sure what to get. Let's meet a couple of great moms, I suggested. Maybe they'll help us pick out a gift. Great idea, said Dennis. This can be our time machine, I barked, pointing at Dennis's wagon. We got into the wagon and pretended it was a car. Then zoom! Away we drove, traveling so far. We arrived in the fair city of Boston in the year 1775. The fight for liberty had started. America was fighting to survive. We found a quaint house and were pleased to discover. Inside were 4 children and Abigail Adams, their mother. She saw us, smiled broadly, and welcomed us in. This Revolutionary War, she sighed, I pray we shall win. Dennis said, Your husband, John Adams, is working to make America free. Mrs. Adams beamed. A great man is John, as I always knew he would be. He's a founding father, said Dennis, helping to create a new nation. He couldn't do it without you, his partner and inspiration. Dennis continued, While he's away, you tend to the house and keep up the farm. Educate the children and protect them from harm. Mrs. Adams explained, I read them the scriptures and teach them to pray. I prepare each one of them for the trials of each day. Faith in God, she insisted, helps us all stay on a good life path. Then she smiled. Of course, I also teach them art, science, and math. Learning about history, she said, is time well spent. Maybe one of them will one day become president. Dennis said, You remind me of my mom with everything you do. She reads us the Bible and teaches us too. Dennis continued, If it's not too much to ask, can you give me some advice? I need to get my mom a present, something useful but also nice. Mrs. Adams responded, You seem like a young man who is very smart. Whatever you give your mom, make sure it expresses your heart. Thank you, said Dennis as we waved goodbye. We got back into our car and got ready to fly. Zoom! Off we went to the year 1984. Just then we were amazed to hear a great roar. It's the space shuttle, I yelled as it rocketed past. It sped into the sky with an almighty blast. To catch the shuttle, we zoomed at a very swift pace. Dennis yelled, It's Anna Lee Fisher, the first mother in space. Dennis asked, How did you get to fly on this mission? Long story, she said. First, I studied hard and became a physician. That's impressive, I marveled. Did you study how to spacewalk too? Oh yes, she answered. I spent many hours preparing with my crew. Dennis chimed in. Do you still find time to be a mother and a wife? My husband and daughter, she nodded, are the best parts of my life. Dennis said, You remind me of my mother just a tad. Everything she does is for me, my brother, and Dad. It's been a pleasure, I barked, but we must be swift. Mrs. Fisher, Dennis asked, What should I get my mom for a gift? "Whatever you choose, I'm sure it will be great." "You'd better hurry," she said. "I don't want you to be late." "Thank you," I yelled as we zoomed through space. Soon we arrived back at Dennis's place. Dennis said, "Meeting Mrs. Adams and Mrs. Fisher was quite an adventure. But as far as a gift for my mom, I still don't know what to get her." I looked out the window across the street at the park. "Maybe we can find a gift there," I barked, "before it gets dark." At the park, kids swung on the swings and slid down the slide. Mom sat nearby and watched them with pride. When we saw a flower cart, I wagged my tail. The man at the cart called out, "Fresh flowers for sale!" "Hello, sir," said Dennis. "I'd like to buy a bouquet." "That's the gift I'll give to my mom for Mother's Day." Back at home, we got everything ready for the big surprise. Dennis pulled out the flowers and told his mom, "Open your eyes!" "Getting you a gift," Dennis explained, "took a lot of thought. We even got advice from a first lady and an astronaut." His mom said, "What an adventure you must have had. Thank you for the flowers. They make my heart glad." Dennis and I cheered, "Happy Mother's Day! Thank you for all you do for us in your special way." "That was my favorite adventure yet," I barked to Dennis. "You say that every time, Otto." "Well, I never knew that Abigail Adams was such a great mom, and Anna Lee Fisher, too." Dennis said, "Moms do a lot for us, don't they? They work hard to provide for us, teach us how to behave, and help us with our homework. They are always doing what's best for us, no matter what." "Yes, especially your mom, Dennis." "You're right, Otto. She's the best mom I could have ever asked for. I'm so grateful for her, especially today. Happy Mother's Day." Happy Mother's Day! Ruff, ruff. The end. There are so many amazing mothers in history for us to learn about. You know, Mother's Day in the United States was started by a lady named Anna Jarvis way back in the year 1908. She wanted to honor her own mother and all the things that all mommies do for our children. I'm very thankful to be a mommy of 2 little girls, and it is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Otto! What's this? A picture of you and me. I love it. You know, Otto, I love being your mommy too. Thank you for watching Otto's Tales. We hope you enjoy some of our other stories too. Keep reading, keep watching, and be sure to tell your mommy thank you for all that she does. Happy Mother's Day! We're so glad you joined us for today's reading. Otto's Tales is made possible through the generous support of donors like you. You can help us keep the stories coming by going to PragerU.com/donate today.